Before we get this episode started, I wanted to give everyone a quick heads up. When we were recording this, we did so with a bunch of different guests, and it got real fun, real cool, real fast. However, because of that, it got a little long. So what we decided to do after recording was to split this thing up into two different parts. Part one, you're going to hear me and JJ with his daughters, Alex and Lexi. It's a blast. They have a good game for us to play. Part two is going to be me, JJ, and my wife, Shalay, who has already tried to be on the show once, and that was when I was screwing everything up. And I have no idea how the recording got so bad, but, you know, it did. So I just want to give you guys a quick heads up. We're going to do things a little bit differently, so when you hear an abrupt ending at this, you didn't glitch or anything like that. It was planned to be that way. So give it a heads up, and this is going to be a lot of fun. So I hope everybody enjoys it just as much as we did. Everybody, we are now recording from the Highland Communities podcast studios.
Whoa,
in Santan Valley.
Go.
Yeah, we got ourselves a sponsor, baby.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, well, everybody, this is February 18th, recording the next show, and we've got a little bit of surprise for you, something we've been saying that we were going to do forever. However, not exactly what we said we were going to do.
Right, a little bit of a change, but it's fine.
But it still works. We've got a different voice on here that wanted to be a part of the show, and we could not have been more stoked about the possibility. So go ahead and give yourselves an introduction. We'll start with you over here.
Okay, hi, I'm Allie. I'm Lexi.
And these are my girls. They're JJ's girls. My Allie is 16 and Lexi is 15, right?
Yeah.
Sorry. I was almost like, wait, she is 15, right? Yeah, she's getting old. It's hard.
I said you've been saying 16, 15, 16
It's what
the
it
whole
is.
time, so.
But we were talking about her permit earlier, so I got a little confused. I'm like, oh, she's getting a license. Crap.
Oh,
But
wow.
yeah, I'm going to have two drivers. They're both going to be driving. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bet you guys are going to enjoy that, huh?
That is big time, man. That is
crazy.
big time. You guys got a car you're going to be sharing?
Yes. Unfortunately.
She's been trying to get my truck, but I'm like, no. I'm not going to allow it.
That was Shalay's thing. I think she'll have to tell you the whole story, but I feel like when she got her driver's license, her dad got a new truck. And so Shalay got to drive the truck while her sister had the car. And I remember she felt big time about that.
Hey, I think it's time to upgrade.
No,
You hear that?
no, it's not.
No, I'm with you on this one. Me and my sister, we had to share a car for the longest time. And I'll tell you what, man, we had some good memories over the arguments and fights we had to have over sharing.
Oh, it's coming.
I want to say this. Much appreciation to my parents. I'm not complaining about the car.
Right.
But it was a total POS.
Hoopty, huh?
Dude, it was a Suzuki Samurai, baby.
Oh, let's go.
It wasn't even as cool as a Samurai. It was a Sidekick. It was a Suzuki
even
Sidekick.
smaller.
Dude, that thing was such a piece of junk. But you better believe, when you have a car, you never feel cooler. You're like, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how much
That's
of a piece
true.
of crap this thing is. I get to go where I want to go.
Freedom.
Absolutely.
They just have to share. Like I figure I got nephews that are twins, right? So they only had one truck. So Monday he would drive, Tuesday the other one would drive, and you just figure it out, I guess, right? Because you're
That's
gonna
how
have to
it
make
works.
it work.
That's how it has to work.
And who pays for gas?
You guys, not me. Get a job, bro. What do you want me to tell you?
No, because what if she wastes like half of it?
Nah, you
Then
the
she got to
tank.
fill it up.
She got to fill it
So
up.
this is the way me and my sister did it. We always had to return the car with either a full tank or cash to the other person.
That's a lot. Trips to the gas station.
Yeah, it is a lot of trips to the gas station, but that way you always know who used what. Right? So like, let's say if I got the car with a full tank and I used the whole tank, I'm not going to give it back to her and say, well, you know, I didn't use all that much. Well, clearly I used the whole tank. So I had to fill the whole thing up when she got it. So that when she got to drive it, if it came back with a half tank, she knew she had to put a half tank
But
gas
what
in
if
it.
we both go to the same high school? Like all we're doing is just driving to high school and then to practice. Like then how is that going to work?
Do you know how to use division?
No, they don't actually. Common Core. How do you Common Core to this? Let's hear this. They need blocks.
You just say, hey, listen, we both went to school, so we're going to share the tab on what it costs to fill this thing back up.
The problem is when we were in school, $7 would fill the tank up when you would use it for 2 nights or so.
Dude, I remember when gas started hitting $2, I would be like, I can't afford this. I can't afford to go out
Now
guys.
I would kill for it to be $2.
I
That's
know.
for sure.
Oh man, I still remember last time we saw it under $2, and it was a great memory.
Yeah.
It was a great memory. I never thought I'd see it under $2 ever again in my life.
And we probably won't.
No,
I think
no.
it's on the rise right now.
Yeah,
It is.
But I'll say this, guys. This is our time to be old men and complain about the cost of things. So
You don't even
everything's
understand.
Although I'll say this, the one thing that they're going to be able to talk about in 20 years that we won't is the fact that everything started crazy expensive.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Like the inability to buy a house.
Yeah.
I don't know how you girls are going to make it.
Nah, I don't either.
I don't either. How am I going to move out?
I don't know.
That's why you guys. That's why they always stay in the house forever. Now you got these people living with their parents forever because they can't afford. And you can't blame them.
Yeah.
Better start pitching in for rent.
But I mean, it's the truth. I was listening to this interview by a guy when he was I'd say he's a young millennial or old Gen Z. He's kind of in that 30 years old. I don't know what that is.
Millennial. It's like
yeah.
a cusper, probably.
Yeah,
Somebody
probably.
that's kind of millennial,
Right
kind
there
of
on the edge.
X or somewhere in there. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's making like $200,000 a year, but he lives in one of those coastal states. I can't remember if it was New York or if it was California, one of the
Right.
two. And he's being interviewed about like, okay, so why is it you still live in your parents' basement? He's like, dude, you know what things cost? Like,
Yeah.
I haven't been able to afford a house my entire life. I was in school when interest rates were at 2.5%, which was 4 years ago. So this guy was was finishing up his degree. He's like, and by the time I got out, interest rates started climbing. I couldn't afford anything. And it's like the chances of me ever buying anything are basically none.
They have to come down at some point. They're going to have to. I really don't know how people buy a house when their houses are $500,000, but you've got a 7% interest rate.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, the only chance that these guys have is being able to work remote and live in Littleton, Colorado.
Yeah.
And that's not even true, actually. I think Littleton is a suburb of Denver, so that don't work because Denver's crazy
Somewhere
expensive.
small for sure. Yeah.
Cortez, Colorado.
There you go.
Yeah, right? Or South Haven, Mississippi. That's a place I've been to. So I know.
I don't know. Is that a big place? I don't even know where
It's a
that's at.
suburb of Memphis, but it's on the Mississippi state line. All right, so you guys have heard us talk about enough garbage here, girls.
Not garbage.
Oh, yeah, well, it kind of was. So I wanted to really quickly get this one out of the way. I found this to be hysterical. Actually, you know what? I'll wait until Shalay comes in because she wanted to know what this note was all about. So I'll get to that one a little bit later. But you girls had something special you wanted to do for us, right?
Yes, we have would you rather and this and that questions to do for you guys.
Love it.
See,
I am actually very excited. We are going to be completely in the dark. We have no idea what
I
these
haven't
are.
even seen it.
Completely
They
in
have
the
not
dark.
let me see it at all. I have not seen one question on here of anything that's coming. So I'm going to hold on because I'm in the dark just as much as you are.
I'm excited about this. All right. Allie, Lexi, take it over.
Okay, do you want to start first?
Yeah,
You're the
go
first
ahead.
one. Okay,
Do you guys want a little bit of like some sort of song to be able to say this is what it's all about?
a song?
We can give you this. This is the one I actually wanted to do for when our wives were going to come on and be the when we were going to do the quiz show. Okay, now listen to the lyrics. I thought it was pretty funny.
I couldn't hear the words until you started singing it.
My bad.
Don't
Oh
worry.
well, you'll hear
That's
it.
fine.
People that are listening to that are going to be like, "Dude, shut up, man! I want to listen." Like, why is this guy singing? All right, let's go, girls. I'm excited.
Kick it off.
Okay, the first one's kind of like lame, but then it gets better. Would you rather be president of the United States for a day or a billionaire for a day?
Easy, billionaire for
I know.
a day.
I would have to
Why
agree.
did you say ooh? You were
Well,
thinking
because I mean, at first you think president, but you really can't do anything
can't
in
do
a day.
anything for a day.
There's nothing you can do.
exactly.
And guaranteed, half the people will hate you for the rest of your life.
For sure. Yeah, especially with this culture now, for
Absolutely.
sure. And you don't even have to do anything. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with a billionaire for a day. But what would you buy? What would you buy? I gotta find out. Sorry, we're gonna have to go on. What would you buy?
Have you ever seen those internet memes about like, all right, I don't play the lottery, but if I ever wanted, there would be signs, and it would show like somebody like from like a medium combo meal to a large, things like that. I've always said that like if I ever got rich, you wouldn't know it, but there would be signs. There
for
would be
sure.
there would be simple signs.
sure.
But the fact that I would have one day to spend $1 billion, I mean,
You
how
can't
long-
spend it all, but you could do.
No, but you
I
have
mean,
yes,
to. You
you
have to
can.
spend it
You
all.
you can't spend $1 billion.
Absolutely, you
a
can
day.
spend it all,
You can
dude.
buy a-
No way!
Yes,
you
buy
were looking
cars,
at the
houses.
next owner of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
I
mean, they're not even for sale.
I'd be a partial owner. Take my $1 billion and just let me be a full time.
Oh, I guess nobody would say no to that.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
but that's what you would do. You'd buy one professional
No,
team.
I'll be honest. I would. No, I actually think that I would be solid investment. Be able to be a part owner and in some sort because so I'm a billionaire for a day. All my money's gone. But then what kind of returns am I going to be getting on this? Right?
I mean,
if I'm part owner, I'm definitely going to be making some money off that.
But you really can't $1 billion, bro, is a lot. Other than outside of buying your team, right? Because that would be a way, like you call Jerry Jones, like, hey, I'm going to give you $1 billion. I want to be half owners of this, of the Dallas Cowboys. That's a way to spend $1 billion like that. I get it. But outside of that kind of stuff, dude, $1 billion. I mean, you could spend like
I would buy Eloy, Arizona. I would own every portion of it.
You'd go door to door and say, "Here, get out. Here, get out.
I'm paying you 20% above market. I own this town.
Yeah, you got to leave in 24 hours.
Absolutely.
Get out.
Yeah, that's.
Signed over.
I could think of a bajillion ways in which I would spend $1 billion.
Right,
in a
but
day.
here's the thing: you would, and then you would. At the end of the day, you'd be like, "Hey, bro, you only spent $400 million." that's what I'm saying. That's a lot of money.
That's probably overvaluing Eloy, Arizona.
Right. But
no disrespect, Eloy. No disrespect.
But either way, you're like, you really like, even when you start digging in yachts, houses, all kinds of stuff, you're like, hey, that's cool. You still got $600 million left. What are you going to do? And I'm like, call Donald Trump or somebody. Like, I need to know what to do with the money. Can I invest it all?
The hard thing, though, really, not to get too, like I said, I don't know how deep into the weeds you guys wants to get on these answers, but this is what you're getting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with $1 billion, it's like, yeah, okay. So I just said that, okay, now I've given you my $1 billion, Matt Ishby. I'm part owner of the Phoenix Suns. I have no money now to maintain my.
You just get a suite for the rest of your life watching ball.
Right. So, or let's say if I bought Eloy, Arizona was my example, right? I have no way of paying property taxes.
No, you've got nothing.
So I've got 1 year to be able to turn this into an income generating machine. Otherwise, I'm totally screwed. So
yeah, that's going to be tough.
But yeah, screw being the president of the day because no matter what, half the population is going to hate me.
I get that. Yeah. That's a good answer, honestly. Okay, so next one. Okay, would you rather lose the meal breakfast or lose dinner?
Breakfast.
Dinner.
Whoa.
Oh,
okay.
Go.
I love breakfast, bro. Breakfast is the whole point of like anything to do with. No, wait. Are we talking about eating late at night?
Okay.
Or are you talking about the type of food?
Yes.
No, we're talking about like, would you rather like the meal?
Like skip
So,
breakfast in
but that
general
means
and not eat till lunchtime?
Or skip
I could
dinner
still
and
have waffles and bacon for dinner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the food, just the meal.
Oh no, still I got to eat in the morning. There's no way.
Absolutely no, dude. I could go.
Because you've been fasting and doing all kinds of weird stuff for like 20 hours. I'm like, listen, no, I need to eat. I mean, I think it'd be better, more beneficial to eat, especially body wise, to not eat late at night, right? Yeah. Versus, and what meal? Like I eat. Like what part's dinner? Is that meal 6? Is that? I can cut that out.
Meal 6.
Meal 6.
I can cut that out.
Your
I can go down to
last
5.
meal.
If you're asking me to go down to 5, I can go down to 5. Dude. I'll double the proportions. I'll be fine. I'm fine.
Let's do it this way. Let's say this. All right, we're going to break this down into meal windows. Okay, so we'll say breakfast is anywhere between 6 and 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that
I was
works.
more 10 actually.
Okay,
It's
so
like 11
6
for
and-
like a lunch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
a brunch.
All right. So 6 and 10 a.m. you can't eat. There's no meals there. Or we could do 10 to 4.
Yeah, that sounds
10 to 4 would be your lunch
Yeah.
window, and then anything after 4 o'clock would be dinner.
Yes.
I agree.
And that includes dessert too, Dad.
No.
Now,
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
that is where I fall. That's where
I'm like, it's not that bad. I'll be all right with that. I could handle not sweets.
I can't do that. That's the hardest thing for me when it comes to any kind of like diet or lifestyle change is cutting out anything sweet. Like it's my absolute kryptonite. You know,
I don't know. It almost be easier to cut out breakfast because you could go to the gym, do fasted workouts, all that stuff, and wait.
that's 100% why I say that.
Because as long as I can have breakfast food still,
Yes.
it's not breakfast
Yeah,
in
it
general.
can hit 12 and you can eat eggs and toast,
Okay, you
whatever
know what?
you
I
want.
think I retract. I'm going to revert. I'm going to go with breakfast then because I
Breakfast.
feel like I could get up at 6, do my thing, wait till 11. Yeah, I think I can do that.
Here's also the thing that from doing the fasting, where I've recognized social aspect of it. If you cut out dinner,
That's true.
You don't go out with friends anymore.
Well, you can still go. I've sat at a table before not eating. It sucks. It's not near as, it's not when you can't have the chips and salsa that everybody else is having.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I get that.
So that's the thing is for me is like cutting out breakfast. You never go out to breakfast with friends, right? The hardest thing for me though, really, when cutting out breakfast is a great example of this morning when Shalee's gone coaching. She's coaching her volleyball team, and I'm with the kids, and I'm making them breakfast, and I'm kind of looking at me like, do I want to eat some of this?
Absolutely you do.
I'm gonna eat some of this. But that's the hard part is when you're constantly making it for other people if you can't partake. But that's the easiest thing for me in the world because 90% of the time I go to work before the kids wake up.
Yeah, I think if you could have breakfast food still, I think I'd be okay. Because I could not live a life without eggs. Like I don't care.
Oh yeah.
I don't care how allergic I am to them. If I ever find out, it doesn't matter. I will take it because I could not live without eggs, dude. Eggs and toast, dude. The yolk, the whole thing. No way, bro. No way.
Yeah. So I have to recant one thing because I know that Shalee's going to call me on this. I do not leave work before they wake up. But if I had to, I could. That's my amendment there.
All right, Allie. Next one.
Next one. This one's funny. Would you rather accidentally send a sexy text to a relative or your boss?
Oh, no.
I asked Mom, and Mom was like, "Oh, that's hard."
So this is a very doubly hard for me.
Define relative.
No, like a relative,
like anybody. What if it like my brother?
No,
that'd be fine. See what I mean? Like my brother, I'm like, cool.
It's got to be an embarrassing relative.
Yeah, and
So,
like
like,
relative
My
or like
boss.
cousins.
My boss all day.
Really? I'd rather do
Absolutely.
relative.
How would you not get fired?
Your boss isn't going to be your boss forever, and you can sit up and say, "Oops, my bad."
Well,
right?
what if it's like
but
your
you got to
cousin?
see your relative at every event.
I love the question of, but won't you get fired?
Yeah, like
Depends on what to do. This is a qualifying question. Depends on how sexy a text are we talking.
I don't know. That's all it said. Like,
pretty bad. I just want
Pretty
to
bad.
for the word.
Like she's like,
You're going to HR if you're going to the boss man.
well, okay, wait, but if I'm not on the clock and it's like an after hours thing, right? I'm not going to HR. Like that was just an accidental text. Like I can send it up and say, "Hey, wrong number." I'm not getting fired. Why would I get fired? Tell me
You're
why.
not saying you're getting fired. You possibly get. So the
Well, I
hard
guess
thing
it
for me
depends if your boss is a woman or not, though.
Yeah,
too. Like,
100%
that
depends.
comes into play.
Or dude, honestly, in today's market, you could be a man that could mean the same thing.
That's true.
But I got to say this: the hard thing for me is my boss is also my relative, so that makes things difficult.
Yeah, that one's difficult. You're
It's a
screwed either way
lose-lose for me,
dude.
no
Yeah.
matter what. I will say though, for me, I would say boss only because he'd be far more understanding.
Yeah, I think you could totally follow up with that. "Oh, dude, I'm sorry,"
Oh, yeah.
or "Hey, ma'am, I'm sorry, it was a wrong thing," and you can apologize and be done with it.
Right.
The relative, every time you see him, is going to be like, "Yeah, you remember that text?"
But while that's true,
Next family reunion.
it's a lot more. It's a higher chance you'll be able to laugh about it later because
Yeah.
it's not going to come up again. It's not going to go down. Let's say if you do have a very litigious boss who's saying, "Oh, this is definitely going to HR," you could say it was a mistake, but it's probably because I didn't respond the way you wanted me to respond. And crap. Now I got to go through HR. It's going to be in my file. It's going to be something that gets brought up next time I go for a promotion.
But here's the thing: when you say relative, though, like think about like your mother-in-law. Like, that's where I'm like, look, like where we draw the line at here, because that would be really hard, man. Like
random pick.
That's what I'm saying, boss. I'm saying boss all day long. I'm not changing. I'm good with the boss. I don't care, male or female. I can laugh about it. We can be. And you're not going to work for them forever.
It's funny you say this. I'm saying with boss because I know who my boss is.
I'm not. I would take any boss. It's explainable, but yeah, again, you send that to your mother-in-law or something like. You're like, oh, this is sorry.
Oh man, that is very funny. My mother-in-law's very understanding, but even I don't want to go down that road.
Exactly. I'm not about that. No, I'm good. All right,
God,
next
Lex.
one, Lexi.
what?
Go ahead, next one.
You're
Okay.
up.
Would you rather know when you're going to die or how you're going to die?
When?
When? Really?
Yeah. When?
I say when to.
I say how,
say
because
how-
then you can avoid it. Like,
No,
what
but
if you
then- but what if you
drowning?
don't wanna avoid
But no,
Death
you're
is
saying-
inevitable.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, but you're skirting around the question. You're going to die. So you're going to die no matter what. So either I know how I'm going to die or when. If I know
think when.
when, man, I could
I'm
make
living
sure I
life.
get
Yeah.
that bucket
Because
list.
if you know it's tomorrow or 6 days from now, you're like, hey, all right, I'm good. Like I'm going to do these things in 6
Yep.
days and be done.
Yeah.
But if you're like, hey, you're going to drown, that's how you die. Like
He's
you're
not
playing
gonna
like every time I get in the
I'm
shower,
not
I'm
going
like,
to
how
water.
am I drowning?
Yeah.
I choke on a little bit of water.
Am I gonna get waterboarded? Like, how's this gonna happen?
How's this happening?
Yeah. When, for sure.
When? You're a how? You sure?
I don't know, because I feel, well, I don't know. It's hard.
Talk it out.
Yeah, talk it out. What?
Well, like, I feel like you can prevent it, but also you can't because you're going to die. Like,
Exactly.
That's the hard
but
thing about it.
when it's, like, scary, you could be like, oh my gosh,
No,
this
but
is
it's
my
a good
last
thing
day.
because it's like a timer.
Yeah,
and you
but
can just
YOLO,
like
bro.
YOLO. Exactly.
It's funny you guys are saying YOLO. I'm thinking of Tim McGraw.
Oh, me too, bro.
That's
live
a
like you're dying.
fantastic- yes,
Absolutely.
that's a fantastic
yeah.
song. Live like
It's a
you're
good
dying.
song.
Yeah, that's where my mind first went. It was live like you're dying. Yeah, you knew you had 6 days.
Yeah.
You're like,
So
hey.
sad. How do you?
It would, but it would only be sad if you choose to look at it sad. I'm like, no, I know I'm going. I'm going to hit all these things, dude. I'm like, here we go.
Have you ever seen? It's way too inappropriate to play it, but have you ever seen that Shane Gillis bit when the plane's going down and
No.
everybody's calling up their family like, "I love you, I'm so sorry." And there's a whole bunch of tears, and then you hear this one guy go, "Hey, is this Shane from Shane's Auto Body?" It's like, "Yeah, guess what, man? I'm gonna come down there and beep you out." And everyone's like, "Why are you doing that?" I was like, "I don't want my mom to like hear me crying. The last thing she hears from me, like, no, I'm gonna go call all these people that have wronged me in my life."
And they're going to be looking over their shoulder for a while, not knowing when I'm coming. Yeah.
Exactly.
You don't know when it's going to happen, but it's coming. That's the kind of threat I would leave. Listen, you better look every time you get in the car. You better check your back seat. You better do everything.
Oh, dude, it freaking cracks me up. Like I said, it's way too inappropriate to share, but man, it's a solid one.
All right. So I
who's
think we're
up
good
next?
with when.
Yeah, when.
When?
When for me, when
Okay.
wins. All right. Next one.
Okay, next one. Would you rather wear uncomfortable shoes or uncomfortable clothing?
What is uncomfortable clothing? Hang on.
Like a really itchy shirt.
Or
a bunch of jackets.
What do you not like to wear? Like a bunch of jackets, or
maybe it's a suit or whatever.
Dudes are different here. Like we don't really have uncomfortable things. Like there's a tie for some people is uncomfortable. Not like I don't. It doesn't bother me.
I would say this is where there's definite gender inequality, because when you say uncomfortable shoes, I honestly could not tell you shoes that I wear that are uncomfortable.
Then we're gonna find you some uncomfortable shoes.
Chucks get uncomfortable after time. Like I can't wear them for a very long time.
Shoes that give you blisters.
Chucks, just literally Converse.
Oh yeah,
like anything like that, like that flat sole with nothing in it, would be uncomfortable over time. But I don't know that. Like I'm trying to think of clothing that's uncomfortable.
Like think of maybe long, like a tight long sleeve, and you have to wear it for like forever. Or
forever, like the rest of eternity.
Well, that's what it says.
Forever. Ooh, gosh.
Wait,
no.
So forever, like you either pick one or the other.
Okay, yeah. I'm taking the uncomfortable shirt because your feet. That's
your feet.
Man.
Those are your
I gotta take care of my feet.
They're walking you all around, man. Like I'm gonna go with an uncomfortable shirt.
Yeah, I'm gonna protect the feet. If it's gotta be
though.
But dude, could you imagine having to wear super tight pants?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I couldn't do that.
Ultimately, it's got to be the feet, just because of how much you do with your feet. Like your
feet are everything. You don't go anywhere. If your feet hurt every time you moved, you would just stop moving.
Guys, there's wheelchairs. Like, come on.
Break a bone in your foot and tell me how much you're saying feet are important. Or plantar fasciitis. You ever had that?
Oh yeah.
Holy crap. Anytime that you have anything wrong with your feet, if you guys ever broken a bone?
No.
Anybody ever broken a bone?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. You don't recognize. Oh, dude, you just tore your tricep, was it?
I tore my tricep tendon completely. Yeah.
This is a great example. You have no idea how much you use something until you can't, or it hurts to do so.
100%.
Like, I don't know what I did. I strained something in here, right?
And
And I know. Like, I didn't know how often I flexed my pinky.
Right?
No,
of course not. You're a man. You don't go. We don't go. It took me a month with a torn tricep to go somewhere, dude. Completely torn.
And that was
because Jeremy told me to go.
That's a PT, by the way. That's a physical therapist saying, "Hey, buddy, you got a problem."
He literally feels my arm and he goes, "You need to go get checked out, bro. Like something don't feel right." I was like, I was hoping you wouldn't say that.
I was hoping that time would
heal it. After a month, it would be like, all right.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's a little thing. It's like every time I flex my pinky, it like goes down the side of my wrist, and I'm like, okay, no, I'll give it some time.
If I've learned anything, just go see a doctor. Bro. Like, that shoulder surgery. I've had 3 eye surgeries.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No, dude.
So my old age of like 31. It was 31, and just towards the end, dude. And so I walked out of my house, and I stepped from. So like when you walk into the garage, it like steps down.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, my right eye, I couldn't see like 9, 10, and 11 o'clock.
No
just completely
way.
black. So I thought, okay, no big deal. Like I thought, listen. I was on my way to the gym. Right?
No way. That's no
It's exactly what I thought. So I was like, listen, I'll go to the gym, and I had brought swim trunks. So I was like, I'll go sit in the jacuzzi or the pool and like swim. Like I
love how that's supposed to magically make your eyes work
I thought it was like an eyelash or something there, dude. Like I don't know. So I didn't think about it much more. I was like, but something's wrong. But I'm like, So I go to work the next day, and I'm like, oh, dude, something's not right here. So I go home, and I'm laying in bed, and I told my wife, I don't know what it is, but I just can't see it. And she goes, and you didn't go to the doctor? I was like, well, no. Like I didn't. It's still there. I thought it would go away. She's like, you need to call the doctor first thing in the morning. So I call, and when I tell them what's going on, they're like, you need to come in right now. So I was at work, so I was like, okay. So I go, I go get my stuff, and I go. And my eye doctor is very like. I don't want to say fruity because fruity's a bad word, but he's very just happy. He's just always like upbeat, like just very cool about everything. Always like talking to you and stuff. Dude, he came in, he was straight business, bro. He's like, listen, you need to have surgery within the next 24 hours. You're going to lose your eyesight.
Holy crap.
And I was hold on. My retina detached.
Oh.
So yeah. And so I was like, okay. So I had surgery done. They put a buckle on it, right? Which is a silicone ring essentially. So right now I have a silicone ring on the back of my eye, and they put a gas bubble in where I had to look down at the ground for 45 minutes of every hour I was awake.
Oh, wow.
So I'm watching Netflix on the floor, right? Hanging over the bed. So 2 weeks go by. I go check it up. He's like, 85% of people don't need another surgery. You need another surgery. So they had to go in with like a laser and do some other stuff.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So now that's 2, right? Now, mind you, that's my second surgery in November, 2 within 2 weeks. In December, I have shoulder surgery scheduled. Part of that shoulder surgery, part of the eye thing is, again, I can't look down. They put a gas bubble in this time that was really big. So I was not supposed to lay on my back or whatever. Well, I had shoulder surgery scheduled for like 8 months. I was like, there's no way I'm going to change that. So I went and had shoulder surgery. And because I was laying on my back, I developed cataracts in my eye.
Holy crap.
Bro, so I'm like the youngest guy in there by 30 years of every doctor appointment I went to.
Surgery.
Yeah. And then my doctor's like, hey, but luckily it was all fine. The guy was great. And I actually have 20/20 vision without correction, which is great, which the doctor thought was crazy. But yeah.
Did you wear glasses prior to this?
No, so I wear like, I have astigmatism, so I wear them at night, like if I drive just for the lights. But no, I don't need glasses. But they were super surprised that I wouldn't need them now. I'm good to go. There was a long time where if I closed my left eye, if I looked at your face, it would squish because of the buckle on. You had to get used to it. And let me tell you, you don't realize how much your depth perception you don't have when you're only looking with one eye.
Oh yeah,
it is. Okay,
that's
actually are scary, bro.
I tell Shalay this all the time. Shalay is essentially blind in one eye, and nobody knows that. And the reason why it's always surprising to me is she can play any sport you want her to play, and has no problem. She's super athletic, very able, and it blows my mind. I'm like, you're doing this with one eye.
Is it corrected, or is it just like that all the time?
No, it's just like that all the time. So, dude, if you ever see her with glasses, you'd be shocked that people can wear glasses that thick on that one eye. But it's
I don't know. Allie's got some pretty thick glasses on right now.
Hey. No. I do put my contacts in.
I gotta say, that doesn't hold a candle. I mean, when Shalay brings them out, you should see. But again,
blows my mind. Like ants on fire. Is that what you're saying with them?
Oh yes, dude. She can start a forest fire with those things. I just remember the very first time. So the first time I meet her, or we go in, we're playing Ultimate Frisbee at night. Right? That's what we're doing. We're playing Ultimate Frisbee at night. So not only do you need depth perception because it's at dark, but it's also just general. The Frisbees coming at your face.
Frisbees are way hard.
And I remember always being I always thought it was so funny because she would always wait until the very last second and throw a hand up and catch it. Just because she go, ah! And she's like, last second,
throw her hand up. In sight.
Yeah. It was like, how? I never really knew why. And then one time she told me, I'm like, holy crap, you're blind. Yeah. No wonder you can't get these things. No wonder your hands aren't out there ready to receive it. It's the very last second that it comes. You're like, oh, shoot. And it's a defensive catch. It's not like anything else. Anyway, correct me. I don't even know how we got on that. Yeah, what was the question?
What was the question? Was that the uncomfortable shirt thing?
Yeah, I think it was.
How did we get on that? Feet.
And then the broken bone.
And then, if you ever broke a bone, surgery, tricep. Okay, now we're connecting all that. So
that's hilarious. We got way out.
All right. So uncomfortable clothes is what we went with. No, because we want our feet to be fine.
Protect the feet.
What's the next one?
Okay, now we're moving on to this or that.
Okay.
First one, I'm going to do, let's see.
Do the funny one.
No, I'll let you do that one. That was you. Okay.
Very unselfish of you.
Yeah.
Okay, thin crust or deep dish pizza?
Oh, man. That should not be as hard a decision.
The problem is where is it from?
Yes.
Your favorite place. Your favorite place to go. Your favorite thin crust.
Okay.
Now which one?
I'm going to say deep dish, although you guys have no idea how great timing this is. I literally just ordered a deep dish and thin crust from the same place.
Buddies?
No, Vero's. Well, it's called Vero's now.
Yeah. Okay.
And it was both freaking delicious. But I will say more often than not, I'm going deep dish.
And I'm thin crust. I like a New York style, like thin, where you can fold it.
Yeah, no, I like that. But when I think of thin crust, I'm thinking of like that cracker.
But crunch. Even then, yeah, I don't like the fork thing with deep dish.
I love that. I love that about it.
I want to pick it up.
Have you ever been to Venezia's?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. See,
that place.
Venezia's is
these
like
kids have been going. They call it big pizza when they were little, dude. Like, you want to go to big pizza?
So big.
Absolutely. But that's a legitimately difficult question because that's the whole New York style or Chicago style.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a hard one for me to answer. More often than not, it's probably going to be deep dish for me. And that is solely because Venezia's is not within delivery distance. Like the closest one, is all the way up in Mesa.
Guadalupe,
right? Yeah. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and say deep dish, but that's not as easy an answer for me to give as
I like deep dish, but I don't like the sauce. I don't like how it's built upside down. I don't like the sauce on top. I mean, I'll eat it. Of course, it's pizza. It's phenomenal, but if you're gonna say, hey, thin crust or I'm gonna be over here because I could probably have twice as much of this over here.
Oh no, that's true. Two slices of deep dish and you're
toast. You're in a coma, bro.
Absolutely. Yeah, no. Have you ever seen that reel of that guy who's like seeing a Chicago style pizza being made for the first time, and he's like, "Where's the cheese? Where's the cheese? Like, what's on?" And you have the other guy going, "It's under the sauce. Cheese is under the sauce. The sauce is on top of the cheese." And it's just every time it cracks me up. Every single time. I just saw that also yesterday. So this is fantastic timing, girls.
Perfect. All right, we're split decision.
Okay. Would you have a third nipple or an extra toe?
Eric's like, I have a third nipple. This is an easy one. No, just kidding. No, I don't know that.
I actually immediately thought of Chandler Bing.
Oh, yeah.
From Friends.
Yeah, from Friends. No.
Yeah.
Third nipple all day.
I will take the toe.
The toe.
I'll take the
where
extra
is the
toe.
third nipple at?
Where else would it be?
No, because you just put it, is it center punched?
Yeah.
Is it over on the other side next to it? So you got two on one
Recall?
side? Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know. Is it Total Recall where you've got three boobs, if you will? Like, where are we at here?
Use your imagination.
No, it's got to be. You got to
In the middle. In the middle.
It's right in the middle.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. That changes it a little bit. But no, I'm going for it.
Honestly,
I would totally.
Off-centered, middle, below. It all sucks.
It all sucks, but a six toe, bro.
Yeah, dude,
Your
imagine
feet-
how much better grip you would get.
Imagine
with 6
how much
toes.
shoe you can't wear.
That's true.
You know what? Just get a wide shoe.
That's what I was gonna say.
No.
Sandals for the rest of
Dude,
your
listen.
life.
What are you
Nipple,
doing?
nipple
Shoes.
right in the middle. You'd have 3 pecs, bro. Imagine how jacked your chest would look.
No one said anything about pecs. It was just a nipple.
Oh,
It's a
dude,
nipple.
Yeah, just a nipple,
Right
dude.
in the middle.
Just a
I think
nipple.
it's fine. It'd be like a birthmark. I'm good with it. I'll
Nah,
take 3
dude,
nipples
give me
all
the
day.
toe.
3
Give me
nipples.
the extra toe. Also, because I don't feel like many people actually look at my feet, so it's like no one's going
true.
to keep it. You know, no one.
Wait,
if
how
I'm
many
going to
people
the
look at
pool-
your nipples, bro?
Let me tell you this: if someone was walking around with a third nipple,
I'm gonna talk
look.
to. Hey, dude, hey, is that for real? Like,
I mean, imagine you're
you
at a
pierce it.
resort.
They pierce just the one in the middle.
That's funny. But
That would be good.
I'm just saying because imagine you're at the pool or a resort or something like that. You're walking around with no shoes, no shirt. People are going to notice that nipple far faster.
Bro,
than
I
they
don't
notice
know.
that sixth
Yeah,
toe.
until you throw your feet up to like relax, and they're like, "Oh my gosh!" They're gonna be scared of you. They may think my nipple's kind of strange, but you're an alien, bro.
and that's
different.
fine. I'll show them my superpowers, baby.
All right, split decision again.
This is good
Don't
because
do
so
it?
far
Don't
we
do
haven't had
the
a
funny one.
We haven't had one yet.
we haven't had a solid one yet.
Okay, so this one I made way before I knew I was coming on the podcast. Lexi or Allie?
Yeah, this is.
Oh wait, that's not
Hold
right.
on a second.
Wait,
No, I can't
are you talking
answer
about?
this.
Are you talking about the name, or are you talking about you two?
Like
pick
us.
between us.
Oh, dude, I'm not
Choose
answering
carefully.
this question. I would say, first off,
no
you're
chance.
sitting too close to me. I'm not saying nothing.
There's Eric.
Yeah, so
No
no
chance.
What?
No chance. No, in fact, I even thought about bringing my son in. I'm like, let him choose. I'm like, he's not going to choose.
Yeah.
He loves the both of you.
Yeah,
girls.
you're
Like,
gonna,
there's no
this ain't
chance.
gonna work, dude.
That's
yeah,
not
nice try.
happening.
Not fun.
Nice
good
try. It was worth a shot.
I mean, I would take some of your quality and some of your quality and pick that like that, but definitely not going one or the
What
other.
qualities?
Yeah, what qualities? Let's get to that.
Well,
you did this to
in all
yourself.
fairness, Lexi, you're a turd most of the time when you want to be. But it's my fault. You're just like
It
I am.
is your
It's
fault.
literally like arguing with myself. So I own that. But Allie's really good at just being like a really good big sister. And like she's.
So what good
listen,
trait would you take from me?
Listen. I'm done. I gotta stop, dude. I'm just digging a hole here.
I almost spit all of you, dude. I had my mouth full right as soon as you started saying that. Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah, I'm done. You know what? I retract everything. I am not choosing, dude. But no, but I love your sassiness though, because it's just like me. It's like I get that. I really do. Like I like it. But then
Sounds
Allie
like
has
it.
different. Like she's a blonde hair, blue eyed. Like look at her.
Oh,
Yeah, brown hair, hazel eyes.
should just stop.
whatever.
Oh my god.
I got
This is
nothing. Listen, I'm
fantastic.
trying here, but I'm just digging, bro. Listen, you know what?
I just hope that you girls know your dad loves you both.
Yeah, I'm totally just playing around. I could never choose.
Wait,
It's
Eric,
like
did you spill out? Did you spit it out?
Almost. I'm not kidding. Like, it was so close. It was so close. I muted my mic. Hold my. Oh, that was close, man.
oh man. My answer's Ava. How about that? No. It's a safe bet. It's
Oh
a
yeah,
safe
where
bet.
is she? Where is she? She can't be the
She
answer.
could come in here.
she's not the answer. She
No,
wasn't a
there's no
choice.
answer. I'm not answering. I take back everything. I was just messing around. I mean, you are a lot like me, which is bad enough. We talked about that, but no.
Oh,
Not answering.
fantastic.
Give me another one. Let's change the subject. Hurry, I'm feeling hot.
And the fans are on.
Yeah, I'm like, you guys gonna give me sweat here. Go.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pick one.
Let's see. Summer or winter?
Summer.
Why?
Oh wait, no.
Oh, you guys had almost
qualifying
the
question.
Doesn't even matter. You're gonna
Qualifying
talk about
question.
location.
Yes, I was gonna say, are we talking about Arizona winter?
Yes, Arizona.
Yes.
Where we are.
Oh man, it is really hard to not say that when I'm looking out the window and knowing that it's probably about 65 degrees outside and it didn't get hotter than 78. And the majority of our winter is that way.
Summer. I like the heat. I don't
hate the heat.
I like to do things that require
summer,
water. Hot summer. Yes. That's the problem.
So that's the thing is like summer activities are, you can't compare those to our winter activities, but you can spend all day, every day outside, dude, in the winter, and it would never be effective to you.
So we had a birthday party at my house for my little sister's baby, right? My little niece. We had people over. My point, outside all day yesterday.
All day.
Sat outside in the yard, no big deal. All the way till 9:00 last night, 9:30. Mm-hmm. Perfect weather. I get it. You can't beat that.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna make me pick, knowing what's coming, because our winters, we have some rainy, terrible days where that's part of the winter. Where summer, it's like, hey, if it's gonna rain, it's gonna be warm and it's gonna be done in 5 to 10 minutes. You may be missing a trampoline. or two.
Freaking lost 2 trampolines to the monsoons out here.
But in 10 minutes, it's over and gone, and you're good to go. And I don't know. I just like summer activities.
I think this is gonna be another split decision because I really could not. I couldn't do every day of our summer because the thing is this is the reason why I love living in Arizona. I don't mind hot days. I don't. But the part that kills me and really starts to wear me down by the end of the summer is the hot nights. When it's 120 at night or during the day, which is an extremely hot day. I'm not disagreeing.
Sure. Yeah.
But when you know it's only going to cool down to 98 at night, that's when it is like there is no going outside.
And there's no drying out. The nighttime heat sucks because once you start sweating, like it's not like the sun isn't stopping. Like, evaporate. No, it just sucks.
Yeah,
so it does suck. But
so I'm going to say,
I don't like being cold that much.
Bro. No, I hate being cold, but I'll take an Arizona winter over that. And the reason why I say that is because let's say if it got to the point where I'm like, okay, I really miss my water activities, heated pool. I'll do a heated pool.
Yeah, but you can't cool. You're gonna go on the lake. You're gonna go on the lake.
Dude, I hate the lake. You know this.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, I hate
a bad example.
Yeah,
let it go.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those things where like, okay, do I like going? I mean, because I could go on a hike around Canyon Lake and that'd be great. Yeah. And the weather would be perfect for it. Yeah. So no, definitely Arizona.
What would you pick?
I'm summer.
I'm summer all the way.
I know you are. You're always cold.
Summer always cold.
Do we need to turn the fans off?
Oh yeah, you get tan.
I was cold at first. You see me shivering?
Yeah. I thought it felt nice actually.
And say if you ever get to that point, that switch is the one you got to flip there.
Okay. Oh, I'm keeping it on. I think it feels good.
You're also wearing long sleeves.
Yeah. I'm good now.
All right, next one.
So you girls are both summers, huh?
Yeah, I'm summer. Yeah. 110%.
I love
the
being
chicks
tan.
do getting tan.
Yeah, tan.
But yeah, you could do that here in Arizona. I mean, dude, like I said, it was almost 80 degrees outside.
UV's like 5 right now.
See, they know the UV index, bro. Like
that's like moderate. Summertime, it's like 11, 12, and you're
out there for like 10 minutes,
and I already got sunburned. Yeah. It's like, well,
it's funny you say that because I was out yesterday. Again, another reason why I picked Arizona winter. Benson's playing soccer. I'm going out, and the one time I'm his coach because his coach is out of town. So I was the coach, which meaning for this group, I'm the referee. That's what it means. Yeah. So I'm out running up and down the field, and I got home after that one match, and I'm like, holy crap, man. I got some sun. Yeah. And it was great. Didn't even feel it.
Totally good.
It was amazing.
It is nice, but I'm a summer guy for sure.
All right. Well, girls, what's the next one?
All right. 90s or 2000s?
Ooh, wait, what are we talking about? 90s?
So I asked Mom about this right before we left. It's like 90s because that's like the thing where you were like born in, or 2000s where you guys are like high school.
Let's make it clear, we were born in the 80s.
Yeah, we were born in the 80s.
I'm sorry, grow up. I mean, like grow up. Okay. Like when you guys grew up, you didn't grow up in the 80s.
Yeah, but when you say 90s, what are we talking about?
Everything, music,
the style, music,
100% 2000s then. Yeah, because the 90s style, I know that's what's in right now, is the freaking worst.
I don't know. Yeah, 2000s was legit.
Dude, think about how dope the 2000s were, man.
Look, he's using words like dope. See,
exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So tight.
They were.
Dude, I'll go full millennial on this. God, no, but for real, like I really look back on it and think, okay, so the 90s was the start of the internet, right? Yeah. So we had AOL Online, You've Got Mail, and some of the movies from the 90s I couldn't do without. Yeah. Right, Independence Day could not do without Independence Day.
Ninja Turtles,
dude,
good one.
The original,
not the CGI stuff.
Dude, real, the good old teenage, dude. So that stuff I couldn't do without. But when I think about like the difference between that and the 2000s, dude, 2000s was so much better. To 2000 to 2009, that was like the greatest portion of my life. Outside of being a parent and a husband, like. Looking at
nice recovery with your wife standing right here.
You know what I mean? I do. I think she would agree because we met in 2008. Yeah. So and we got engaged. Well, we got engaged in 2010, but we started dating seriously in 2009.
It's fair.
Yeah.
So good, nice, slid in there just very safely. But really, 2000s for me. I liked the style better. I liked the way girls dressed better. I liked the way guys dressed better. Yeah. I liked the music better. Obviously, the technology, dude. That's when smartphones started.
It was like they took all the good clothes from the 90s and kind of just morphed them a little bit, and everything was like, you still had baggy pants, but they weren't in sync. Cover your shoes, baggy pants, right? Yeah. You still had girls wearing the nice shirts. It wasn't these high-rise jeans they're wearing now.
Oh no, dude! It was the freaking awesome low-rise tight jeans. Guys, I hate to say this with your daughter Junior, but that was freaking awesome as a teenager.
Absolutely, it was, dude. So they're looking at me like we're crazy,
but I don't like low-rise. Low-rise is like,
well, it's because it's not a thing for you guys.
I will also say this: I've heard her. I'm pointing to my wife. Her older sister say the exact same thing about how much she hated wearing them at that time when it was the thing. And I tell you what, as a guy, I don't care.
Absolutely, we didn't care.
We talked about this earlier.
Terrible.
Gender inequality when it comes to clothing. Women have to deal with the crap that comes along with it. We guys, we just dress for what's comfortable.
Yep.
That's why skinny jeans didn't last long.
No, skinny jeans. All right, next one.
Go, Lex.
Okay, so this one kind of goes with it. Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera? I don't think I said that right.
Aguilera. Oh. That is very
He's laughing.
So cute. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, so that's like good girl versus bad girl, bro. Like, I don't know right now.
Qualifying question. Are we talking about the whole package or just the voice?
No, okay, wait, we're not talking about crazy Britney right now either. We're talking about prime time, like
1997.
Like no craziness, no shaving her head, no nothing, right? Yeah. Like we're talking just...
Because I'll tell you what, dude, 6th grade Eric Pugmire had the biggest crush in the world on Britney Spears.
We all did, bro.
Dude, when that album came out and she's sitting there on the front cover, I was like, there's nobody in the world more beautiful than this.
Schoolgirl outfit, yes. Bro? Yeah, totally, bro. But I still remember the other... Sometimes is a song by her, and I still remember that video from the beach, bro. She's in a pink shirt. I remember, dude. It's so bad.
I'll say this, but when it comes to the voice, Britney Spears' voice is not good.
No,
it's not good. Christina Aguilera has got an amazing singing voice.
They're just completely opposite of track. I don't know.
It's funny they sang in like the same genre at the same time. I'm gonna go ahead and say Christina Aguilera.
Oh, dude.
And I know that would that be surprising? Is that surprising to my wife? Nod yes or no.
Oh,
it goes back to what are we like voting on?
That's the thing. Like I'm like, dude, if you
talent,
like, it's not talent. I think I mean, they're both successful in their own realm, right? So talent's talent, but you're talking like looks, one or the other.
I see,
but it's like good girl, bad girl, bro. It's schoolgirl.
Oh yeah,
versus Moulin Rouge. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're like, oh, dude. I don't know. It depends on the mood. This is a mood question, bro. Like I don't know.
I'm gonna fall down on the side of Christina Aguilera because one, she had a far superior. She has one of the best voices in female singing history. She's got that, and she was also very hot back in the day.
Yeah.
And so
genie in a bottle,
dude.
Never ever have I wanted to be a genie in a bottle so much in my life.
I will tell you this: at that time, Christina Aguilera wasn't even on my radar. It was all Britney Spears at that time.
At that time, that's what I'm saying. So how do you go against that?
I'm just looking at it as adult me now. Looking it back at,
I like 6th grade Eric better.
Also, it's impossible to separate what I know became of Britney Spears,
and that's why you're like,
it's impossible for me to separate that. And to know, I mean, and I don't think that's on her, right?
No.
Like some of it,
her parents, her family, that was a whole bunch of stuff.
And also, paparazzi culture can just ruin people. And we've got lots of examples of that.
But so dude, listen, that red tight outfit, I don't even know the song. What was the song where she's in the red tight outfit all through the whole song? Oops, I did it again.
See, all I was thinking of was Toxic when she's the stewardess on the airplane.
Oh yeah, but no, not that one. I'm thinking red tights. I don't even know.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right, girls.
All right.
So I'm
my girls are loving every bit of this. You guys started this, by the way.
I'm not.
I know. I just don't know.
You have to pick. You already
I'm trying to think. Hang on. Let me just. I really want to go for Britney, but Christina's just blonde hot. It's different, dude.
I don't know. Like you're Britney, dude. The whole time,
I think so.
The whole time I'm over here saying Christina, you're saying no.
Because all I go back to is that schoolgirl outfit and the beat. I'm just
my body's telling me no.
Yeah, but my body. I gotta have to go with Britney. Pre-crazy, all the stuff, dude. If we take all that into account, it's Christina all day. Because she got the right kind of thick. She still looks very pretty. Like
absolutely, and she can still freaking sing.
And she can still sing her lungs out, dude. Yeah. So and she's not doing weird videos on reels to try to make herself relevant anymore. Yeah. And she didn't marry every backup dancer monster she had. Dude.
Yeah.
So,
see, and that's where I say it's impossible for me to separate that part of Britney's life.
Yeah.
It's impossible for me to separate.
Which I understand, but I'm just going to go with what I know in my mind is Britney, and it's Britney.
Yeah. No, hey, I got no qualms with it because really for me this is a win-win here.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a win-win. All right, girls, what's next?
Oh, it's the boy band question next.
No.
I was waiting for the NSYNC versus Backstreet Boy talk.
We could do that one right now.
No.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's actually on there. So might as well.
Is it on there?
Yeah.
So which one, NSYNC or Backstreet?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I can tell you right now, I don't give a crap about either one.
What?
He says that,
I don't.
but I guarantee we play some music right now. He's
There
gonna
are
sing.
2 songs that I could tell you. One song by each, right? And one because every May 1st, it's gonna be May. Yeah, every May 1st, that meme throws itself all over the internet. So yes, of course, I know about that one, and I know more songs by each group, but I never like bye. Yes, I never liked any one of them. The one song I will say that I did sing to.
Yes.
And I remember.
Cannot wait.
It was 6th grade, right?
TRL.
No. I'm listening to a CD on a Discman, right?
Here we go.
Compact Discman.
Absolutely.
With my headphones in on the bus coming home from science camp. We'd spent,
You remember this really well.
very well because it was scarring and I got made fun of.
Oh, shoot.
One of my good buddies, still great friends to this day, Walker, totally called me out because I was singing Backstreet's Back. All right. I was singing that to myself quietly. And he's like, are you listening to Backstreet Boys? And I totally got made fun of by everybody in the bus. And so, yes, I remember that very well. So, you know what? Screw them both.
Screw them both. No, I'm Team NSYNC all day.
Really?
I think, what would you say?
Yeah.
So I wish we had a 5th mic over here for my wife to come in, and she just stepped in to give her little opinion here. In fact, I actually want you to come and defend your NSYNC comments, guys.
Just stand and talk in front of the mic, Shalay.
Yeah, right here. Let me give you these so you can hear yourself.
Why NSYNC?
Okay, so as a little girl, I thought the looks of NSYNC were more attractive.
Yeah.
And JC's voice is not to be beat. But I actually had
JC or JT?
JC.
Oh, let's go.
I
JC
was never a
Shazay.
Justin
JT one to
follower.
JP.
I was always JC.
Wow.
In fact, I had a poster of him on the back of my bedroom door, and I would kiss it on the lips.
Yes, dude, let's go.
I totally did that.
Wow. Yes, dude. Mine was Carmen Electra. I totally understand what you're saying.
I will say though, there was a question I saw on Instagram or something. This was probably a couple years ago. Which group's music has aged better? And that, I will have to admit, has been Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, they're still around.
Their not even their new stuff, but just listening to their older stuff. I'm like, yeah, for some reason this is still a bop. Whereas some of NSYNC's older songs that I will listen to now, I'm like, okay, not quite in the mood. So it just, yeah. But as a little girl, NSYNC, that was my very first concert I ever went to was an NSYNC concert in 7th grade.
I'm really hoping they revamp a tour with this whole Trolls thing because I'm so in.
Okay.
I don't even care. I'm going.
I'm going to steal Eric's thunder and I just took over his microphone. But the new Trolls song, I have a problem that JT, I think, is just all over that song, even though he brings his group in. But I was thinking about it because I actually listened to it this morning and I'm like, you know what? You hear JC and then Justin, but I'm like, you can't hear any of the other poor dudes.
You never really did.
Chris had some harmony.
Chris had one.
He was the bass,
it was
right?
he had that one song. I Drive Myself Crazy. He had an actual part in that by himself, and it's dumb that I remember this
because it's very rare.
But it's true.
I did not know your level of knowledge.
I told you, bro. Boy bands are legit, bro. I don't care. I got a whole playlist on my phone. I don't care. When you're in the mood for boy bands, bro, it's boy band time, dude.
It is.
We're gonna put on MMMBop, bro. We're going, dude. Get some Hanson out here.
Now that MMMBop, legit. That is a legit song. In fact, if you heard the new one,
they've re-released it with a different band called Busted.
Really?
It's like a rock and roll version. It's pretty dope.
I was thinking about the one that Hanson itself.
Yeah,
they re-recorded.
That's what I'm saying. It's with a group called Busted.
Oh, I didn't know that's what I thought it was just them.
No, I think it's like a second band that comes in the background. I don't know, but
it's freaking great.
Okay, I'll let you back on. I'm sorry.
You're gonna come back on later. We got something I want to talk about with Schley. She'll be back later, everybody. This is going to be a really fun episode. Completely different from anything we've done before. And I am absolutely enjoying it.
Yeah,
I am thoroughly enjoying this.
Okay, next one. I think we figured that out. We're Wanna Beach right here.
Yeah, I would say I'm probably Backstreet Boys, only because it's that one song that I remember.
But she does make a really good point with Backstreet's music is still pretty you hear some of these songs and you're like, dude, I could listen to that. Where NSYNC it's bye bye bye. It's going to be me. Maybe Tearing Up My Heart. Maybe. If you hear it. Yep. I was in 9th grade, had to sing and dance to that song at a show choir, bro.
That's awesome.
Failed miserably. Still remember though.
All right,
so, next one.
Okay, next is your chick flicks. Walk to Remember or The Notebook? Oh, Eric, if you say you haven't watched any, at least one of them cannot be here.
Of course I've seen them.
Good.
Of course I have seen them. I will tell you this right now. I don't like either one.
What?
I don't like either one.
What is wrong with you?
Because one, Shane West as an actor in Walk to Remember is terrible.
But he's hot.
Yeah, come on now.
That's relevant, Eric.
It is because how many times have I used that same justification on the other way around? So, okay, I will give you that. He may be a good-looking guy, but he's a terrible actor.
Besides the point.
Yeah.
Okay. Take all that out, Eric. All right. He's hot, so it overrules it.
If I were to say, if I wanted my daughter to watch one, I would say Watch to Remember, because as much as a terrible actor as Shane West is, he becomes a much better person.
Yes.
He becomes a much better person. And in The Notebook, it's like, dude, that guy needs to move on with his life.
Yeah.
That one to me was a disturbing.
Cute.
I hated that story so much.
Okay, but the ending is so cute.
The ending is adorable because they got married and were forever. Obviously, it's adorable at the end. James Garner is a great actor.
Right.
Freaking love that guy. He's in some of my favorite movies as a child that I'm sure you girls have never even heard of. But if you ever want to have a good laugh about good old 70s Western humor, you go look at some James Garner movies. Those are very fun. Support your local sheriff and support your local gunfighters. Hysterical movies. But the whole story, the James Marsden, what's his character's name in The Notebook? He's the guy that's marrying Rachel McAdams. But
he's like the Navy guy.
Yeah.
The Navy guy.
That guy totally got screwed. He was nothing but a great guy the entire time, and he just got absolutely screwed.
Nice guys finish last, bro.
He wasn't the one for her, Eric.
Yeah, he wasn't the one.
He wasn't the one for her because he wasn't a freaking stalking, creeping guy.
He built her a house, Eric.
Dude,
a house. White fences around
this guy, I keep saying this guy needed to move on.
Room. Like, come on.
No. I
took her into the woods.
He wrote letters every day.
Yeah, and he took her out on a canoe with all the swans. Come on,
Let me tell you this. If I am that guy's
Mandy
dad,
Moore had cancer.
I'm telling this kid. But see, that's the thing is I also look at that and say Shane West was an upstanding guy. The minute he started realizing what this girl was, great person, turned his life around, become a better guy, and he was there all the way to the end. Fine, the movie ends. This other way around, this guy had to stalk her entire existence.
He didn't even stalk her. He just built her a house. He didn't go looking for her.
Dude, he totally did.
No, he didn't.
He built the house. Okay, what was he doing on the Ferris wheel, guys?
What are you?
Okay, he was trying to impress her, and that's cute.
I'm gonna drop off this Ferris wheel unless you go on a date with
That's
me.
one way to do it.
That was at the beginning, bro. That doesn't count. He's a teenager.
Let me ask you this question. Okay,
you didn't do some dumb
Let me ask you this
teenager.
question.
I was about to use that beep, bro.
Your daughter's on a Ferris wheel with a date, and some guy's doing that. What are you saying about that guy?
It's not my decision.
No, but you are the dad.
Well, what's he doing?
You found out this is what this guy did to get my daughter to go on a date. He threatened to kill himself.
That's not what he did.
That is
but you're
exactly
making it
what
sound
he
like
did.
it's
He wasn't gonna actually
when you turn
do
it
it.
that way, it's terrible. You can't. When you say,
That
he
is
knew he wasn't
exactly
going
Way
to
to
do it.
ruin the moment.
Yeah, you just.
I'm telling you right now that I hate The Notebook.
I would be like, wow, you must have made an impression because this guy was ready to risk his life for you already.
See?
Already.
And you would be
That
looking at it
girl
and
raised
saying,
him right.
this guy is emotionally unstable. He's not going to be able to take care of my daughter. This guy's a freaking psycho.
You're probably not wrong.
Yeah.
All right, but at the same time, but that doesn't matter. And the storyline of that movie goes, it just fits the whole thing.
I will say the ending, certainly the whole story at the very end of the fact that they were together forever. She's got dementia. He's been reading her their life story, and that I could not say that that's not adorable and cute. Their story sucks though. Their love story sucks. I hate it.
Not the point.
But that's the movie. Anyway, so a Walk to Remember for me, but I don't like either movie. Let it be known.
What about you?
I really liked A Walk to Remember. Ever since I was a kid, I don't know why. It was just always a good movie. I would agree the guy's not a great actor. He does a pretty crappy job throughout the whole thing. But Mandy Moore was one of those singers, bro, and she was hot. So like it was just one of those things. I don't know, but I think I would go A Walk to Remember. I mean, it's slightly, and it's only because of the storyline of, like you said, kind of like changing this guy who was basically a turd, and he decides that he's going to start living for somebody and helping her out because this is like her last, to witness a miracle is what it is, right?
And not only that, but the thing I also like about it is he didn't do this because he found that out.
Yeah.
He started to do this on his own.
All before.
And then found out that she had a terminal illness.
I think A Walk to Remember.
Yeah, there we go.
What's yours? What do you pick?
I couldn't pick. I'm being completely honest.
You have to pick.
You just put this on us and then totally back out?
Yeah. Well, because those are two like classic. How do you not love both of those?
What's yours? Pick one.
Probably The Notebook. That's like an OG chick flick.
Yeah,
like when you say chick flick, you think of The Notebook.
Is like he's like super like sweet throughout. He starts off like a punk and then he becomes super sweet.
I'm with Dad.
But
She dies. Like, come on.
Told you she's just like you.
Oh man, it's funny. I love how you say that's an OG.
Yeah, I know. I think this is OG. I'm like, I feel so old. Dude. Like an OG. I think of old school movies, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's funny because I know that my siblings would be like, "Wait, what's wrong with that?" Because my thing was, "Say Anything" would be an OG. Or what's the one with where he's on the lawnmower and it filmed in Tucson, Arizona? You know which one I'm talking about. Where he's paying the
Can't
girl.
Buy My Love.
Can't Buy My Love. Yep, that's what I would call an OG.
I've never seen it.
What
Oh, you
is
ever
that?
seen it?
No.
It's with McDreamy when he was young.
Oh, you were watching that with mom.
Yeah, and it's filmed in Tucson, Arizona.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the whole thing down there.
I watched that like 2 weeks ago for the first time with my mom.
Do you know who Todd Walsh is?
Nope.
So he's an Arizona sportscaster. He's kind of a part of everything Arizona sports, and he was in it when he was a younger guy. So if you ever hear him, he's on Arizona Sports 98.7 FM all the time. He's a main guy for the Coyotes and the Diamondbacks. There's the main two big things. So anyway, all right, what do we got next?
Oh, oops.
She put her phone away.
Yeah,
you can't put the notes away, bro.
Speaking of which, I gotta bring my notes back up.
Iron Man or Captain America?
Captain America.
Oh, that was fast.
Was so fast.
And it's
which one we like or which one we rather be?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question.
I think we're talking. That was what we were thinking. Like.
Okay, so which one do I like more?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because my immediate thought was, okay, which one do I want to be?
Yeah.
Okay, so which one do I like?
Captain America.
Because he is unassailable.
And he's not like, he doesn't age. He doesn't like, he's super strong. Like Iron Man is strictly.
At the end, he ages. He goes back in time. Does not freeze, and then he marries.
Because he doesn't do all that stuff, which makes him dumb. Because I would have never done that. Because I'm going to be Captain America forever, dude.
He spent the life or his life with love.
Here's the thing. He does age. He does age. He ages slower though.
Right.
So he does age.
But Iron Man relies on technology.
He's also the smartest dude on the planet.
He's also like a billionaire.
Crazy rich.
Yeah, billionaire, philanthropist, playboy. What's he say in the movie?
Yeah.
All that, right?
See, all those things are great about Iron Man, but everybody knows Captain America's right in the end. It is because of Captain America that the world was saved. Now, of course, Tony Stark had a big part in that because he figured out. I'm not going to go down to the nerd hole with you guys here.
They've all seen it.
All I'm saying is in the end, the Avengers does not exist without Captain America.
He is the original.
Yeah, I know that, but he's the leader in every movie you ever watch. Who's the one? Who's the point man? Who's the ones telling who to do what? Who believes that this person ultimately is going to make the right decision? It's Captain America.
I'd still be Iron Man.
Yeah.
Dude, it's all the junk with it, dude. I can be a 95-year-old man in that suit.
Remember the snap? He saves the world.
Oh yeah, he does. He's really
for this world.
He
He's a
sacrifices
hero.
more than a Captain America. What did he do? He was a little guy that became a big dude like Jack. Iron Man literally snapped
All
to
he
die
had was a
everything.
shield. You know?
Yeah.
Which
And a
is
motorcycle.
amazing. He had a shield, and this is who he became. That's all he worked with.
That's true.
So here's the thing I'll also say about Captain America over Tony Stark. Tony Stark had his demons. He had a lot to fight in his life, a lot of issues, family issues, a lot of personal problems. I mean, how long did it take him finally to get a wife? And then he finally got a daughter after half the population was destroyed. And at that point, he's already old. I mean, he had a lot of issues internally in his brain he had to fight. And guess what Captain America had to fight?
Nothing.
Being the best. That's what it was. Captain America didn't worry about money. He just worried about doing what's right.
Or a family or anything.
Well, he did in the very end.
Well, he went back. He got a
back.
chance to live twice, though.
Yes.
Had Iron Man had a chance to live twice, maybe he'd have changed something too.
But this also goes ahead and say how great a person Captain America was. He had that choice to not put that ship in the water. He said, nope, I'm going to do it. It's what's best for the world. And he died at that moment, not thinking he'd be able to come back alive. He sacrificed himself right there in the very first movie.
Billionaire, philanthropist,
Playboy.
I feel like that's just right there.
Yeah.
It's both respectable. There's no wrong answer.
100%.
It's just
100%.
different.
Yeah. All right. So that's a good question though, because that actually led to some solid debate there. Although I'll say every question so far has led to some debate, except for the summer versus winter, because I'm the only one that's
you're the only one winner.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. What else we got?
Jennifer Aniston or Tiffany Amber Thiessen? Whatever.
Listen, first off, you should have went with Jennifer Aniston or Sandra Bullock, because that'd be a different debate.
No, that would be
because Tiffany Amber Thiessen's she's saved by the bell. That's different. Yeah, she peaked with it, but Jennifer Aniston and Sandra Bullock right now are still hot.
Okay, then
I'll say this: so is Tiffany Amber Thiessen. Have you seen
in the right photos? You're absolutely right.
Well, Shalay was watching. This was maybe a couple years ago, but she had this cooking show that she would watch, and I watched it just to see her cook. I don't care what she was cooking,
dude. She is. Yeah, I know, because she's Kelly Kapowski forever.
Kelly Kapowski for life.
It doesn't matter. Like it's imprinted in our brain. It's a core memory, bro.
Yes,
it is a big rock in my life up there, dude.
And I don't know if I admitted this on the podcast. I know I did it when we went out to dinner, but I didn't even like Saved by the Bell. Didn't even really watch it. But you better believe I freaking
like Saved by the Bell.
It's not because I don't like it. Let me tell you this. I explained this to you. Obviously, you girls aren't listening to the podcast because you would have known this fact. I am not a fan of multi-camera sitcoms.
Oh yeah, we just
in which they're done on a stage where you got an audience in the behind, they're laughing at everything or they're told to laugh. I just don't like it. It makes me feel weird. I don't like that. I like it when it's more of an organic laugh where there's nobody in the crowd, there's nobody watching it. It's just all filmed on, in a set, closed set, something. It doesn't matter.
But I thought it was like the 90s. Was that not like the 90s thing?
Very 90s thing would have a multi-camera.
So if it didn't have the multi-camera, you think you'd liked it a little bit more?
No, probably not. It was still pretty cheesy. Well, but I'll say this: it didn't matter. It was a part of our life. Well, let me go back to this. As a person who didn't watch it or care for the show, I still had a huge crush on Kelly Kapowski. And I knew Kelly Kapowski. But if we're gonna say Sandra Bullock and Jennifer Aniston, it's 1,000% Sandra Bullock for me.
Really?
Dude. Okay. And I have been set on this since how long have you known me, babe?
I'm not saying you're wrong. Yeah. My only objection is we're the Millers in the warehouse.
Yeah.
Because when Sandra Bullock is in Blindside and she's got them white pants on and she marches onto the field, that blonde, bro, it's over, bro. Like, I don't know. It's over. She wins right there for sure. But Jennifer Aniston is, oh, dude, it's hard. This sucks.
Here's the thing is I would never, if somebody picked Jennifer Aniston, I wouldn't say anything against.
Right.
Because she is a beauty of our time for sure. But for me, Sandra Bullock is, to me, she's one of those, she's been beautiful since the very first time I ever saw her. And she is still beautiful to me to this day. And she looks like she just looks like she has aged that way.
Yeah.
Like I'm not oblivious to the fact that she definitely probably has some work done, but it's not obvious to me.
Yeah.
And she's also been a part of some of my favorite movies. Jennifer Aniston has not been a part of my favorite movies.
No.
So that's another part
She's
of it.
She's probably part of a great show, which made her really popular.
Yeah. A show that, again, multi-camera.
Which Eric didn't like.
I laughed. I'm not going to say that I don't laugh at
definitely, the more we talk about it, the more Sandra Bullock makes total sense for you, dude.
Yeah, dude. Sandra Bullock, and like I said, in so many, like, do you ever see Demolition Man with...
oh, yeah. Of course I
freaking love that movie. Oh, yeah. Right? We're going to have...
Salutations.
He doesn't know how to use the 3 shells. we're going to have we're going to do a whole show on good, bad movies. Because Demolition Man's a bad movie, but I love it.
Yeah, it's Con Air for you.
Yeah, exactly. It's fantastic.
I get it completely.
Yeah, in fact, the other one I just watched this past week, which you may have never heard, with Sean Connery. It's called A League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that makes me so happy. Because as I'm watching it, I'm like, I'm going to talk about this movie, and Jason's going to be like, dude, this guy's a freaking nerd. What are you talking about?
Definitely. That was a big deal. That was a really popular movie.
Dude, I love that movie. Just watched it this past week and had Benton watch it with me. He's like, dude, Dad, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
He didn't watch the whole thing because that's the problem with kids now is they only watch 30 minutes of
their
anything.
Attention span's gone.
Yeah, it's like, this show's not over yet? What's going on? How come it's 2 hours long?
Right.
But anyway, all right.
So so I just made another question. You guys are saying that. So Sandra Bullock or J-Lo?
I knew you were going to go here when we started talking about it. I actually almost brought it up.
Who'd you go? Young or old, either one.
That is a far harder question, but I still think the answer for me is Sandra Bullock. Only because Jennifer Aniston J-Lo didn't mean anything to me as a younger kid. Didn't mean a thing to me. I didn't know any of her music. She wasn't on my radar at all. I didn't even know who she was really when I was in high school. No,
Did you not watch like TRL and stuff?
No, I didn't.
That makes sense then.
Yeah, so to me, like J-Lo wasn't on my radar. Didn't know anything about her. Didn't care about her. Sandra Bullock has been a part of my life since forever.
Since you were 13.
Yeah. Dude, so one of our favorite family movies. We watched this movie in my entire family, like all the time. It's called While You Were Sleeping. Her and Bill Pullman. It's fantastic. And so, like I said, and that was released in 95. Let me tell you what, she was a part of my life before that. So she's been in my life forever. So yeah, Sandra Bullock for me.
Probably, but J-Lo, dude, she talking about having aged.
Oh yeah,
she looks phenomenal.
That's why I'm saying I'm saying Sandra Bullock only because she's been a part of my life longer, and she's still that way to me. J-Lo didn't become a part of my like conscious brain and probably till about 2010 or so, and at that point that was when she became relevant to me, and so I don't.
But are we talking about them like right now, right? Because they're older.
Sure. No. Yeah. Well, what do you think
in general? Like who? Do you
it's so hard.
So like, yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm leaning more towards J-Lo. Like the more I think about it, the more I'm like, okay, I think J-Lo is where I'm going to go. I think so, but. That's the wrong switch. And people, lights going off.
Yeah. I'm over here trying to quietly flip this switch. Not that one. Flip this one. Yeah, my bad. That's what I get for just trying to be quiet.
I think J-Lo is just
okay.
Over Sandra, really? Every time,
it isn't an easy thing. I know you don't got to tell me her movies. I know
this is hilarious. I love how they were trying to get you to disagree. The minute you do, wait a minute.
Well, because we hear about it.
They know, dude. Sandra Bullock, bro. That's a mulligan,
I would
bro.
say
that's a hall pass right there, bro. Hall pass all day.
No, dude. Did you see that new one with her and Channing Tatum? Lost City, I think.
No,
dude. I loved it. I loved it. Good? Yeah. So the whole thing is about Channing Tatum, who's like he's a cover model. She's an artist. She's an author, and she writes like romantic novels that are based in like some sort of like Indiana Jones type thing, right? And so Channing Tatum is just the cover model for her books, and he's got like this secret huge crush on her, and he really, really, really wants her to notice, but she never does. And then they go down to they get to this secret place, this lost city that she wrote about that was like historical fiction type thing, and it turns out it's a real thing. They've actually uncovered this place. And anyway, it's a long story. Brad Pitt comes in. And Brad Pitt is obviously the man. He's just amazing. And Channing Tatum the whole time is like, dude, what do I got to do to get past this guy? And it's just hilarious because like Channing Tatum, it's one of the things that I find super believable. Like that's why I like it so much. If I were Channing Tatum, I would be doing everything I could to get her to notice me. Like, it does not matter if she's like 15 years older than me. It's still Sandra Bullock. Yeah, I'm doing what I can here.
I agree. I get it. I totally do. But J-Lo she's aged better.
No, I agree. I'm not going to disagree with that.
She is like, dude, she is still super hot.
Like, no, yeah.
She does not look like she's in her 50s.
Did you see her in the Super Bowl commercials?
Yeah.
She looked amazing.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I'm not disagreeing with that.
And I'm not saying Sandra Bullock looks bad. I'm just saying, I think if we're taking the totality of it all, I think J-Lo's going to.
Even I would have to admit, if you're putting J-Lo next to Sandra Bullock today, J-Lo's hotter.
Yeah.
But again, I'm going with Sandra Bullock. She's been a part of my life forever.
That's fair. It's fair.
And she's, like I said, to me, she's still freaking beautiful and funny. So
what's the next one, Lex?
Let's see, crunchy peanut butter or smooth peanut butter?
Creamy.
Butter.
Creamy peanut butter all day long.
Wait, actually, this is a great time to segue into having your wife come back on because this is something people need to know about her. She has never had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in her life. Listen, let me say it again. She's never had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in her life.
Guess what I made for my kids today at lunch?
Peanut butter
and jelly sandwiches. Guess what I taught my daughter to do? How to make her own? Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Because
her mother can't.
Well, I think it's because it's not just a meal; it's a freaking treat. Oh, it's delicious.
So good.
Do you want to come on?
We should have you try it on air. That's what we're gonna have to do.
I actually think that for her, it's just like
Star Wars. I know.
It's at this point. It's this point in her life.
But this is different. This isn't a movie. This is a snack that she's been missing her entire life.
I agree, man. I'm with you on this one. But there's also a part of me, even though I know she's missing out on something great, there's a part of me that's kind of like, I kind of want to see how long she can go without this. Yeah, but at the same time, I'm with you.
This is food.
It's not something that I would deprive myself of.
You know what the difference is? You wouldn't have to spend like 4 days of your life trying to peanut butter and jelly sandwich like I would to watch Star Wars. If I could watch Star Wars in 12 seconds, I'd probably be fine. That's about the time it would take me to eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You know, like the best 12 seconds and you move on. But how have you? I just can't wrap my mind around it. And you have it right now. Like we could do this right, you know. But it's explain yourself, Shalay, because they need to hear.
Okay, it's such a dumb thing, but I think I'm a visual person. I'm a visual learner, all the things. But when I was younger in elementary school, and you know, you bring your own sack lunches. you'd come to, lunchtime, and I'd watch all my classmates unpack their lunches. And if they had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, because it had been sitting so long, the bread was so mushy looking, and it completely disgusted me. And I remember like watching them eat it and just being like,
and being the happiest kids in the classroom.
And me thinking like, ew, you're eating soggy bread. And for some reason that visual just like ruined it for me. I'm like, I can't try that. So,
and you just never did.
And so, yeah, and I'm trying to remember if my family even really bought jam or jelly. Because I don't remember my sisters eating it. My dad loves peanut butter, but I don't remember him having peanut butter and jelly.
You've had peanut butter and honey, I'm sure.
Yes.
Okay. That's fair.
But yeah, so, and maybe that's also part of it, is like it goes back to childhood and what your parents bought at the grocery store,
I get that.
like what's available.
But you've been an adult for a long time.
I know, but I have like a very vivid memory. I don't even know who the kid is, what his name is.
What about a blind taste test? It's blind.
Yeah, you're going to have to just not even tell me what I'm eating.
Yeah, we'll just hide it in some other food. It's fine.
What's crazy to me is I can imagine eating one right now. And
I know. My mouth is watering. So like I want one right now. Crunchy or smooth. Doesn't matter. It's going to be amazing. It's the same question. Strawberry or grape?
Oh, strawberry.
Strawberry.
See, I'm a grape
Grapes
guy.
A hard no.
I'm a grape all day long. It's the original.
Yeah, no, grape jelly is a hard no for me. That's strawberry jam all day long. Strawberry preserves, baby.
Grape all day. And I want jelly. I don't want jam. I want jelly. I want it to just be like cheap as heck, dude. Like great value jelly, bro. I don't even care.
Dude, so my brother-in-law, he was one of my great friends. He's been one of my great friends my entire life, but when we were really young. So whenever we go over to his house, his mom always without fail would have fresh baked bread and homemade strawberry jam. And let me tell you what, dude, that was it. Oh, and buddy's always like, and she wonders why I was obese as a child. Yeah, right. And I'm like, dude, I can't believe
Can't be mad.
If I lived in that home, I would definitely be a much heavier child than I did when I was growing up.
So good. But okay, so crunchy
creamy.
Or you're creamy.
I'm a creamy, yeah.
I genuinely don't care. Like I can't pick one. It doesn't matter what it doesn't matter. Peanut butter is peanut butter. Like I don't care if it's got crunchy or not. I'm not going to say no to either.
Okay.
And I don't prefer one to the other. Quite honestly, like
just whatever's in the pantry doesn't matter.
Yeah, like if that's what's bought, I'm taking a spoonful of either one. It does not matter to me at all. I don't have a preference at all. I could do jelly. Like I said, I would pick. If you're going to give me a choice, I would pick a grape all day, but not peanut butter.
There you go.
I'd eat peanut butter off the table right now.
Well, it's a brand new table, so it's going to be very clean.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got next?
Lay's or Pringles?
Oh, Lay's. I hate Pringles. Not a fan.
What?
Not a fan of Pringles. No, not a fan of Pringles. Don't like the texture. Hate the tube. Not a fan. I don't think they have very good flavors.
Lay's tastes like oil on me.
I just hate.
What is your tube hate for, bro?
Getting your hand in the freaking tube.
Oh, you just pour them in your mouth, bro. What are you talking about?
I'm not. No. 100% no. Don't like Pringles. Not a fan.
I prefer Lay's all day long, especially original. If you're talking original Pringles and original chips, Lay's all day.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of Pringles.
I want some right now. It's so good,
dude. That with the peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Let's go on the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Let's go.
Yes.
See,
girls, you don't know.
Girls
no, what's gross is when he puts Doritos in his peanut butter.
It was like 10 o'clock at night. You made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You put Doritos on it and had a glass of milk and just smushed it in your hand while watching TV.
Bro. Every night I would have just that when I was really heavy, bro.
That was like 2020 you going to bed.
I know.
I would love to do that right now.
See what the Rona did to me?
I would love to do that right now, dude.
I'll put salt and vinegar chips on it. Dude, have you ever put salt and vinegar chips?
Dude, I put any chip on it.
That's what I'm saying.
Here's the thing, though. When you have a sandwich, do you not have chips off to the side?
No, in a regular sandwich, I put my chips in there.
Jelly? No way.
But okay, so with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you don't have like a bag of chips next to your sandwich?
No, I don't eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Oh, well then you're out.
No, but like if I'm gonna have one, I'm not gonna have any chips with it because that's
absolutely.
like Doritos. That's like cheese with strawberries.
Oh, it's actually really good.
It's strange you say that because that combination sounds terrible, but the actual combination is not bad.
Exact thing.
No, it's not.
It's gross.
I'm telling you, you need to try it because I think Allie, I think you would like it.
You think
I'm
so?
telling you right now. Yeah, because you put chips on your sandwich. You would like it.
Chips on my
I'm telling you, you
sandwich.
like it.
I do not.
I get you wouldn't like it because it's that time right now where you're just kind of picky about food. But no, I definitely think Allie would like it.
Well,
you need to try it.
Yeah. For me, Pringles, hard no, Lay's
me
all
want
day.
to eat right now.
Yeah, I know. We're having all these food conversations.
I know. All right. What else?
Go, Lex.
I kind of feel like I know this one already, but camping or glamping?
Oh,
Glamping.
Eric definitely says glamping too. I feel like he was.
No. And in fact, the only reason why I'm thinking about this is because the question is do I want my wife to come with me, or am I? Because for me,
with the dudes,
I am 100% tent on the ground or sleep in the back of my truck. One of my absolute favorite things to do, and I haven't done this since Rhea came around. We haven't gone camping since our youngest daughter was born. But one of my favorite things to do is just take my truck out to the desert in the winter, and we'll go camp right along the Gila River, right out near Florence, and I'll just sleep in the back of the truck.
No,
I love it. Absolutely
I'd be fine with that. But if you're going to give me a choice, we're glamping all day.
Yeah. See, for me, okay, so how much work am I doing? Glamping. I mean, am I hooking up the trailer and am I hauling the trailer to where we're going? Am I leveling it out? Am I hooking it up? Do I have hookups?
Am I setting up a damn tent and doing all this like stuff where you got to I got to flatten the ground. I got to clear all this stuff out.
And that's why I just sleep in the back of the truck.
No.
That's not an option. We're talking tent camping.
Okay, I'll sleep on a tent too. I have no problem with that at all.
No, I mean, I grew up.
Remember me explaining to you my favorite trip to Havasupai? I slept on the freaking ground.
Well, yeah, did not care. Hey, but you were also like 21.
It's true.
Where you didn't wake up and your back hurts for the next 4 days.
100% true. So that does make a difference. But for me, I love camping. I love rough camping. It does not like there's nothing about it that makes me go, I don't want to do that again. If the glamping thing, just the thought of the amount of work that goes into that's what I'm like, there's so much that goes into that.
But it's so much more comfortable.
No, it's true. Now, the question is how long? Are we doing it for a week? Because if it's a week, that's glamping. Yeah, that's glamping.
Like 3 or 4 days. Like a weekend.
Yeah, like not that long.
See, that's where it does
President's Day weekend.
to do like a whole freaking, let's get everything ready for this 3 days. So I understand that.
Yeah, see, for me, that's camping. Because if it's got to be 4 nights, 5 days. That's when I'll say that's worth the amount of work that goes into the glamping part. But camping, shoot, dude.
I think location matters too.
Yeah, if we went to Canyon Lake, let's go into Canyon Lake during the winter. What'd you do for the weekend? So Friday night, Saturday night, and then leave Sunday morning, like Sunday midday. Would you camp or bring your trailer?
I would camp. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would camp for that. For that short a time, for sure, I would camp.
I hate
But again,
I think I'd still glamp. I think I would still bring the trailer.
But this is a legitimate question for me. Am I going by myself or am I taking my family? Because I'm taking my family.
Trip.
The whole reason I have that trailer is to bring my family. Yeah. That is the reason I have it. So in that one, I feel like, okay, if I'm taking my family with me, yeah, we'll go glamping. But if it's just me, I'll go camping. I love it. No.
I can go camping with a bunch of dudes and be fine. But I would agree with family. You got to have your trailer. Yeah. Just easier that way. But
yeah.
But I grew up camping in tents, and they're like, they are not rainproof anything. That is a fact. I don't care what tent says it's rainproof. No, it's not. It's not dew proof. No, it's not. You're getting wet and you're getting muddy if it rains. It does not matter.
I remember. So this is one time, me and 2 of my buddies, we went to Cortez, Colorado, and we went up there to film the cliff dwellings that are up there by ancient Puebloan Indians up there. It's really cool.
Where's this?
It's in southwest corner of Colorado. It's a town called Cortez. It's very cool. But we went up there in, I would say, probably February or maybe March. So approaching spring, but not spring. Had to have been March. Anyway, we go up there. Our plan is to just camp. We're just going to go camping. So we go up there in my buddy's Toyota Corolla, because that's all we got, right? We drive up through, Grants, New Mexico. We're driving all the way there. We get there way after, sun's gone down. Just enough time for us to set up a tent. And we set the tent up and we wake up. I remember my buddy Joe waking up being like, hey, dude, are you cold? And I'm like, no, I'm all right. He's like, are you wet? And I'm like, yeah, I'm a little bit wet. And he's like, dude, I'm freezing. I haven't slept at all. So we get out of he gets out of his sleeping bag, feels it. It is soaked. His sleeping bag is soaked. It's been snowing on us through the tent. Doesn't matter. Rain flight, no matter. So I roll over to my buddy Mike. I'm like, Mike, are you cold? Are you wet? He's like, leave me alone. He's totally out, sleeping just fine. We feel he is totally soaked. Like, dude, if we get out of here, we're gonna have hypothermia. So we were like, all right, fine, let's go in the car. And my buddy Joe's like, hey, do we worry about the tent? I'm like, screw the tent. It was my tent. I'm like, screw that tent. It freaking sucks. Let's go. We end up going back into town and just sleeping in the Walmart parking lot for that night, because that's all we had to do. We didn't have anything else. But it's one of those trips that in the moment freaking sucked. But dude, we laughed about it all the time. Memory.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I laugh about it all the time. I just every time I think about Mike being like, leave me alone, I'm fine. His sleeping bag was way wetter than ours. like, because ours was one of those
wetter,
more wet. It was one of those like cloth sleeping bags. You know what I mean? Where ours were the nylon supposed to be a little bit more like water repellent. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were a little bit wet. He was freaking soaked, but he was so
use one of those cloth ones that was like my bed sheet for a long time. So I know exactly what you're talking about. Heavy. Oh yeah.
Yep. All right. So it sounds like we've been talking about this. My wife and the girls have been over there like, oh no, let's do this one. Let's do this one. So I'm really excited to see what this one is. What's the next one we got, girls?
Rom-com or action film?
Action all day.
What? You don't like a good chick flick?
I love that she like gives me this
I love funny movies, but if you're going to give me a choice,
well. Okay, so yeah,
don't back up because she's looking at you.
Qualifying question. When you say rom-com, do I get to choose the rom-com, or is it you or choose? Okay, and action, I get to choose the action.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sticking with action. I'm just saying because if it's something like you guys are choosing the movie, and all I get to do is pick the genre. Well, that changes things because there's definitely some really crappy action movies out there.
Well, sure,
some terrible ones. But if it's like, I'm sitting down and I've only got 2 genres to pick from, but I get to pick the movie, chances are I'm probably going to enjoy that action.
I mean, I like a good rom-com. Don't get me wrong, but if you're going to
love a good rom-com,
but if you're going to let me choose action or that, all day long.
Yeah, no, but like I said, for me, it's one of those things where what if I get a little bit of a mix of both? Huh? Have you ever seen Romancing the Stone?
Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
A little Miss, yes. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, great pull.
Yeah, there you go.
I was actually going way back to the 80s and I was thinking of Romancing the Stone, or the fact that you've not seen Indiana Jones.
No,
amazing to me still. Yeah,
still,
that's a great. I love an adventure movie. I love that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's an easy answer for me. Action for sure. And it's funny because if I were to turn that around to you girls, I know an answer I'd get right. Rom-com.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
All the way.
See, and that right there just goes again to show 100% the way we market things. This is marketed to men. This is marketed to women.
Okay, well, if you had to pick, I think it depends on like what movie would it, I don't know, like what movie, like what kind of the rom-com?
What comes to your mind when you think of rom-com?
Like my favorite rom-com.
Yeah.
The Longest Ride, or like action.
The Longest Ride?
The hardest guy you'll ever seen.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah,
is it new?
I don't even know.
His name was Scott Eastwood. He's Clint Eastwood's son.
Clint Eastwood's son, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He's a cowboy.
He's a bull rider.
Oh, see, now that right, the look you girls just gave us, that's where I say we need the visual element to the show to exist, because that right there was like, everybody that was listening missed that look. That look was great.
Yeah. I think they heard the look. They knew the look y'all gave.
For sure. Okay, so I've never heard of
I've never seen it. They've watched it a ton. I've never seen it.
I think you've seen it. We have it on Apple.
I know you have it. I've never watched it.
Well, you need to sit down and watch it.
No, I really don't care for it. Like, it's fine.
Whatever.
Kevin, like, what's an action movie though? Like,
he already said Con Air.
Yeah, Con Air.
I've only watched
The Rock. The Rock.
Phenomenal.
You want to talk about like the quintessential? This is an action movie.
Yeah,
it's The Rock.
Yeah. Great.
Sean Connery's in it. Nicolas Cage.
I always watch it when it's on. And you've definitely seen it. It's also, you just don't watch it.
What, 95?
Oh, yeah, 95, 96, something like that. Yeah.
And I watch Independence Day literally every year.
Is Die Hard an action?
That is, yes. Yeah.
That's a Christmas movie, too.
No, it is not.
Thank you, Lexi. It is not a Christmas movie.
Not a Christmas movie.
That's funny.
I see we count Home Alone a Christmas movie. That can be a Christmas movie.
Home Alone is a Christmas movie.
That is you just sucking up to your dad. That's what that is.
Yeah.
That's funny. So
you're not driving the truck.
We got DM'd on one of the listeners about that, like stating his reasons why. No, it is an actual Christmas movie, and here are the reasons why.
That's right.
To which I said, no, it is not.
To which I agreed.
To which I replied with all of my reasons why. And one of his reasons, I don't know. We're not gonna go down that road. He knows who he is, and he knows what he said. All right, so we got any other ones?
We have one last one.
Okay, let's go for the last one. Here we go.
Pretty face or rockin' body?
This was with Chalet too.
Chalet.
So give her some credit.
This is an unfair question from my wife.
So is the rockin' body like your type? She's ugly?
Meaning no.
Like, or is she like a 7 ugly?
She is what we call a butterface.
Oh.
That was a term given to me in 7th grade.
Here's what I'll say. I will say pretty face because you can fix a body. You cannot fix a face.
But what if you can't?
Well, you can.
But you
have to be able to.
What do you mean you can't?
The thing is about if or this or that. That's right. When we're playing this or that, you don't get to pick like, okay, the eventuality is this. It is this or it is that.
But it's like really ugly.
Yes.
Oh, dude, that sucks.
So here,
you have to go pretty face. You have to, because you got to look at him every day. And for men, we're visual. If you don't like the way if you're not attracted to them physically, it doesn't even matter about anything else. You got to have that like physical attraction to them. Women, I don't think are that way. I think women are not. They don't care about the whole physical aspect as much.
And I will tell you why that's true. I am married to my wife.
We all settled, or they all settled. What
that means is Shalay definitely married way below her standard. I am not near as good looking to be married to Shalay as if you were to put her in a box and say, all right, we're going to match her up with her husband. I'm not on that list. I'm not there. So, and I'm fully aware of it.
Most men aren't. Most men have all been lucky enough to marry you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like my dad in high school. Oh my god.
My mom was way too pretty.
My mom was so pretty. My dad, I was like, I would not pick him.
I know me either.
I feel like I don't think he was cute at all.
No, I had a goatee for a minute, dude. You've seen one photo.
You have a goatee.
You're referencing a scrapbook that your mother made, and it's all around the same time, dude.
I love. You're going to have to go railroad if
It's fine, dude. She gets mad because I wear a hat like the way because I used to just throw a hat on.
The hat's just dumb, but it's okay because that's whatever. It's the goatee. You could tell.
Dude,
you were
first off, the goatee. I was like,
I will say this: the
goatee
goatee in 2004, you were a baller if you were rocking a goatee.
If you were in high school and had a goatee, no, I was rocking it.
Yeah, there's no rocking.
No, absolutely, I was.
Don't have the rocking. There's nothing.
It was totally.
You just kind of had it.
Whatever. It worked, didn't it? Boom.
You know what? Yeah. That ultimately right there is the truth.
Yeah.
Like I said, anything that people want to talk about me, fine, whatever. It's probably all true.
Because mom lived in a place where basically all the people are her cousin. Besides Sholo. You were not. You were the new guy. You were the new guy, the new football player, and so she all had nobody else. So
No, I rocked that goatee.
No, you did not.
You know what's funny? I don't remember having it very long. I'll find one on my phone right now. I don't remember having it very long. I did have one, but I couldn't.
One long enough for it to be in a
grow
picture.
it like super long. Like it was just blondish kind of hair. I'll find it right now. I think
you don't want to see it.
I do want to see it.
No, it's
and the reason why I want to see it because I feel like back in I'm reminding in my brain to late 2004, early 2005. I too was rocking some facial hair.
You had to.
Clearly not the facial hair I have now because I was a child then. And it probably was exactly the way that you're describing your dad's. And you better believe I felt like a stud because I had that much hair growing on my face. It is a weird time as a man at that age when you're growing into a man and you suddenly start growing hair in your face. Like, yeah, check me out. I'm a man. I can grow a mustache and I can grow stuff on my chin because everyone's got a mustache to some extent.
Oh, but yeah, dude. I cannot see if I grew. I can't do what you do on the mustache right below my nostrils, like that piece in the middle. Yeah. Completely does not grow hair. It is the weirdest.
I'm telling you right now. You let it grow long enough, it fills in.
Maybe
it just does.
Maybe I just haven't been able to do that in my entire life.
It just does. It's just the way it works. Because my brother used to say the exact same thing, and now he's got a beard. He's like, dude, I can never grow a beard. Yeah, he does now. But you just have to let it go for a while. It happens. But what was the this or that? Oh, I still haven't answered the body or face. And I'm gonna have to agree with Jason on this one. It's the face. And it's one of those things that it's hard to give one or that. I'm only gonna say this because I've told my wife this all the time. I could stare at her face all day, every day. I'm not trying to suck up to her because she's in this room
and she's holding her fist up. Yeah, you are.
And she's staring at me as I say this.
Picture for you real quick.
But she's going to have to verify this. I have said this to you, have I not? That I think you have like the most beautiful face. I just think that. That's just.
He definitely only married me for my looks.
And I will say I have made that joke to her before. It's not the truth. But it definitely does not hurt. I will say that right now. It is a very solid, positive fact of being married to Shalay. She is, I think she's hot. So
No, well, you should.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm like sheepishly saying that.
I know you're like defending it. It's like it's fine, Eric. She's your wife. She should be hot.
I guess the reason why I feel like I have to do that is because I'm like it clearly sounds like I'm totally sucking up to my wife here because she's in the room, and I'm like I say this to everybody. That's just the way I feel about it. So, all right, well, that was the last one. Do we have anything else?
No.
All right. Well, all right. We're going to go ahead and hit pause real quick on this as we regroup. But I first off want to say thank you very much to Lexi and Allie for giving us this awesome this or that or would you rather. Certainly appreciate it. I hope everybody else enjoyed it as much as I did.
This was fun.
Good time. It was really fun. It was fun. You have to do some more little segments like this, come up with something like this because this is good.
Yeah,
and it helps other listeners, I think, too, to keep them because usually we're so sports heavy that I'm sure people tune us out or figure it out. But this is a good little element to throw in for sure.
Yeah, for all of you who are waiting for the sports, it never happened. Sorry, bro. It never happened. So I'm sorry about that. But I do think this is something we want to redo. So you guys ever come up with any kind of quiz shows you want to do or more this or that or more would you rathers, 100% bring them our way because I know that I enjoy it. I think
it's funny. It's funny.
The JJ and Pug Show theme song was written, composed, and performed by Lane Hartman. Special thanks to Highland Communities for all the support given to our show. You can find the JJ and Pug Show podcast wherever you do listen to podcasts. Look us up on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Remember to share the show with your friends and family and subscribe wherever you do listen. If you're able to, please feel free to support us by sending a donation to us by going to ko-fi.com/the JJ and Pug Show. That is ko-fi.com/the JJ and Pug Show. Again, thank you so much, everybody, for all the support, whether that is by simply listening, whether that is sharing it with a friend, or giving us that sweet, sweet cash. We truly appreciate it all. Thank you so much.